Dear Hollywood, I've seen what you've been doing lately for films, and well, how can I put it politely? To all you Hollywood directors out there. Some of your films that have a certain character in it have to be of that race. For example, if you have a Native American character in your TV show or movie, get a Native American actor or actress to portray said role. And the reason why is people are getting backlash to M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender because it's supposed to be an Asian film, but he put Caucasian actors and actresses in a movie that was supposed to be all Asian. Because, and also this is going for the new Peter Pan film for Tiger Lily, who's a Native American character, and they got a Caucasian to play her. You see, that's not right. You see, if I made a movie that has, well, has a Native American character, I have to get a Native American to portray that role. Or if I got a Asian character, why not get a nation to play that role? And hell, back in the, I don't know, 60s, they had the late Mickey Rooney to play a nation, which I thought was racist. That is a fine example of a racism right there. And also, and instead of getting an Asian actor to portray the role that Mickey Rooney played, they actually got a white guy to get into that kind of special makeup to get to be Asian, which I think is wrong. You see, if you are trying to say that, oh, we're Hollywood, everyone has to be, all these characters that are based on in this anime movie or cartoon or book has to be all white. You see, you're not being true to the source material. Heck, and I'm looking at the creators of that new movie Gem. They have never used the basis of the animated series. Like, Gem and her sister, actually the alter ego of Gem and her sister, owns Starlight Records, owns a mansion that's also a orphanage. Two of their band members are also works at the mansion. Their manager's also their roadie, and heck, they have villains in that cartoon series, but in the movie, where are the Misfits? No clue. And heck, in G.I. Joe, the first movie, Hollywood fucked up early on their relationships, and the background of the Baroness and the history of the Cobra Commander. And in that movie they said, oh, Cobra Commander and the Baroness are brother sister, but they didn't pay attention to the G.I. Joe animated movie. You have to pay attention to, like I said, the source material, like Transformers, G.I. Joe, Gem, Last Airbender, Peter Pan books. Instead of getting this ethnic group as the characters, why not get the roles for that Asian roles for Asian actors, or Native American roles for Native American actors? And heck, the Lone Ranger, they had Johnny Depp, who's a brilliant actor, as Tano. You see, to me, if I was doing a movie like The Lone Ranger, I have to pay tribute to the old school version of The Lone Ranger and think. I have to think who. I have to find a perfect actor, Native American, to portray said role. And I have to find a good there's so many good Native American actors out there, and I know Canadian actors that are hard to go across the line, are not getting any work in America unless Hollywood actors Hollywood comes up to North America. So you know what? Why not get Adam Beach to play Toro and get a newcomer to portray the Lone Ranger? That should get a new face out to make him into the next star. And heck, it happened to Josh Hartnell before his. I don't know whatever happened to Josh Hartnell after his career fizzled out. So you have to try to find out. Try to, like I said, get new faces out there. It doesn't matter if it's Caucasian, African American, and Asian or whatnot, and don't alienate a certain ethnic group or insult them as well. And this is Malibu Sean Bateman signing off.